Jesus fucking Christ. That was a good gag. I'm glad I did that. Fuck. Hello. Hey everybody. It's me, Mark English. What's up? How's your year going? You're the rat. Cheers. Little masala chai. Beautiful. So some stuff has been happening recently, and I thought that maybe I should go and fucking talk about it. I've been gone for like 5 weeks, so that's like a thing. I got a list of stuff to talk about. But before I get into why I disappeared for 4 weeks, I need to also talk about 2020. Let me level with you guys. It has not been exactly a very good year for a lot of people and for a lot of reasons. One more thing that kind of sucks about 2020, but it's ultimately has a good ending to it. And it's shitty in the sense that the channel is losing somebody really talented and who basically created this channel. And it might be the most unsung hero of like Mark After Dark as a YouTube channel. But Minnie, displayed here, you might not know who Minnie is. You've seen her work if you've seen any of my videos. She has literally done almost every single thumbnail on the channel. She basically created the whole Mark After Dark persona character look and everything. She created the look of the channel, the colors, the themes. She did the banner. She even did the offline screen for my Twitch. I owe it all to Minnie. And it comes with a really heavy heart to say that, unfortunately, Minnie is leaving the channel. She is no longer going to be doing my thumbnails. She's no longer going to be doing the look for the channel. At least we're partying in really good ways. I mean, we're still friends. Like, Minnie is legitimately one of the best people I've ever known. She's probably one of my closest friends of all time. And honestly, without her, I don't even know where I'd be to this day. She has been an absolute rock, and she's an incredible person who's incredibly talented, which is literally why she's moving on, is because she has greater things calling her, and I 100% approve and support this. And she wants to get into comic books, web comics, and work for an established publisher someday, and that's literally what she's gearing towards. And she wants to focus on her art 100%. And unfortunately, me calling her up every other week to get a thumbnail out of her sort of puts a bit of a wedge in that. It's constantly interrupting her workflow, and it's sort of holding her back in a way. So I 100% support this, but it comes with a heavy heart saying that Minnie is no longer with the channel. Speaking of which, I would really personally appreciate it a lot if you guys went and sent Minnie a lot of support and a lot of love. I'm gonna leave her Patreon and all of her links as the first links on the channel down below. So please check it out. Send her some money. Check out her work. She's actually currently working on an extended comic called The Eccentric Duchess and Idiot Reincarnated. It's a really funny comic, and if you've ever seen Minnie, who actually was in the episode of Love is Strange, she played next to me during the dating sim, because dating sims are like her jam. This comic is literally about a woman who has spent her life working retail and playing dating sims as a living, who suddenly dies and is reincarnated in one of her favorite dating sims. And so she sort of has like the power and the ability to know that she's in a video game and that she can sort of manipulate anything. But the problem is that she's a moron and she's not exceptionally skilled in any way. It's fucking hilarious. It's right up my alley in terms of humor, and I think that you guys would personally really like it. So please check out her work. I just gotta get it out of the way and kind of explain where the fuck I've been. I've been very active on Twitter. If you know, like, if you follow me on there, you would know that, like, nothing's changed. I haven't died. I suddenly uploaded that Resident Evil 3 video part 1, and then I just disappeared. There was like a reaction video that got thrown up, but it was just a throwaway video, and I think anyone watching my channel would know that it was just like a throwaway video. I feel like I owe you guys a bit of an explanation for what happened, but the thing is just that I burnt out. This happens quite a lot actually, where I'll push myself to such an extreme, and then I just like, there's such a toll on my body, and I'm not young anymore, and it takes an even bigger toll, and this probably took one of the biggest chunks out of me ever. The night that I finished editing Resident Evil 3 Part 1. I was editing for 24 hours straight to finish that. I'm not even kidding. I was sat there, I had an entire pot of coffee, and then I had a Monster energy drink, Zero Ultra, and didn't stop until the day of, like, the minute it was uploaded. And then I crashed in my bed, and I didn't wake up for another 24 hours, and I was fucking hurting. My brain was scrambled, my fucking hip and my back hurt from sitting in a chair for that long. I had like a fucking system shutdown. So I told myself, no, you need to stop, you fucking disgusting animal. But for 4 weeks, I just did, well, not nothing. I was about to say nothing, but like, I just took care of myself. I got myself back on a regular sleep schedule. I got into healthier eating habits. I did everything in my power to sort of like get myself back to zero. Since I was laid off my kitchen job, this is all I do now. I don't have anything else going on for me but editing, and I gave that up for 4 weeks, and it fucking changed my life. So this is like the first vacation I've had in like years, and it was honestly the best decision ever, and I feel like a new man now. And this has been so good on my mental health that I feel like a brand new fucking person. I feel like I could do anything at this point. So I apologize that I just suddenly went AWOL out of absolutely nowhere with no warning, but this was something that just needed to happen. And I feel like it's sort of like something that needs to happen every once in a while. I just gotta sort of like detox from Final Cut Pro, from YouTube, from the internet, because it's not always good for me. And I'm already kind of seeking mental help as is, which is another big step. It's been incredible, and I've been on like a bit of a journey, and so much has been accomplished in just 4 weeks. It's insane. So I'm sorry that I just suddenly disappeared, but your baby boy Mark, he's been taking care of himself, and he's doing good, and the rat is back. So I'm gonna be coming out with some new videos and stuff, which we'll get into now. Next, I want to talk about future projects on the channel. There's some cool shit that I want to get done, and this is huge news, and it plays back into me taking 4 weeks off. I have had the time, finally, for the first time in my life, to actually sit down and start writing a script for a short film. I'm fucking really excited for this. I don't know when the fuck it's gonna actually get made, but at least I'm building towards an actual goal, and we're trying to make a real movie. If you've been watching the Patreon, I leaked the title, and so I'm comfortable telling the title now, but it's called Voyeur. And you can probably guess what it's about, but I want to do it in short film format because I don't think the story requires anything past a short story, essentially. Like, it's gonna be probably 15 minutes in length at most. 2, it covers the costs. Making a short film is far easier than making a feature-length film. We can dump a lot of money into a short, and it shows on the screen instead of stretching the budget thin, because time eats up a lot of your money. And if we can film this in like a week, 2 weeks, a month tops, we've saved ourselves more money than most other projects, and shooting this on the cheap is ideal because you're more likely to make mistakes, plenty of detrimental mistakes on your first rodeo in terms of making a film, and this would be my first film. I mean, I've shot documentaries in the past and stuff, and I have familiarity with like making a movie and stuff. I'm in the process of like filmmaking, so this is exciting. It's really fucking exciting. I really like this story, and I hope we can carry it out in the way that my vision sort of wants. It's gonna require some finagling. It's gonna require some some stuff that I don't even know if I can actually accomplish because it's gonna be complex, but I'm confident we can get it done. So that's cool. Keep your eyes peeled on the Patreon for this Voyeur movie, because I'm gonna be slowly working towards that. Maybe I'll make it a Patreon goal to kind of like leak some stuff about the plot on Patreon or something. What else do I have written here? You are a fucking sham. You don't deserve your subs or your Patreon dollars. What the fuck? Did I write that? So the next thing I want to talk about is the Patreon for me itself. And there's two things major things that I want to talk about. And it's the Patreon roles, some of the new perks coming up, and some of the existing perks that are already around. First, I'll talk about the roles involved. I've been planning on trying to get sort of like a movie night thing or a video game night thing going, and it's just been hard to get the ball rolling because I'm always being pulled in so many directions, and I usually just try to focus on making videos. I'm not great at organizing events. I'm not great at like setting roles, and I don't even spend as much time as I probably should in the Discord server. And I wish that I had more time, but like, again, that kind of plays back into why I took 4 weeks off to just kind of stop. It's because I felt like sort of what Bilbo was saying. It was like butter spread over too much bread, you know. It just, I was very stretched thin. But we want to start getting sort of like a Jackbox thing going for everyone every night, because, you know, Jackbox, you don't even have to, like, one person just has to own it, and then everybody can play, and it would be really fun, and I think it would be great. And then for the movie night, I actually would just want to keep it to, in terms of like keeping everything sort of like legal and cool, and also appreciate like hidden gems, which is I love focusing on things that deserve merit and recognition. So I was thinking that we should probably have a short film movie night, and because I think that short films get overlooked, and it's so non-committal. You know, you can stay for just one of the short films or 2 or 3. That's the beauty of short films, and they get completely looked over. So I really want to focus and give some love to short films. So I don't think I want to do full-blown films, but stuff that we can literally just pick off of Vimeo and it's free to watch. And I'm thinking that all of those perks will sort of be lumped in with, well, it's either going to be the $20 tier or it's going to be the $10 tier, but I haven't really fully decided yet. As well as, speaking of Patreon and tiers and everything, the Polaroids. Polaroids, I have stacks, and this is just one stack. I have stacks and stacks of this shit. The Polaroids should have came out months ago, and I'm so sorry for that. And I think that, again, this just comes down to, I am more of just a fucking editor, and I sort of just make videos. I thought it was a cool idea. I want to keep this, and the Polaroids are gonna get mailed out. You know, there's been a lot of roadblocks. Mostly it was just like I couldn't manage the time at first, so you can chalk it up to like mismanagement. They're here, I have them, and I've been out taking them to try and keep up with the orders. Then COVID hit, and so I wasn't sure if mailing anything out to anybody anytime soon was a good idea or not. So good idea. So I've sort of been hesitant to sort of do that. So I've been just kind of like hoarding these Polaroids and hanging on to them. You're gonna get them, and I'm sorry. And I think once I've gotten rid of the entire bulk batch, I'm still gonna be sending them out in bulk, and it's gonna be every 3 months that I will mail you a package or a bulk order of Polaroids. I can't do this every month. I've tried. I can't keep up. I lose track of time, I'm running late on videos, you know, it's just a constant struggle, and I do not have the time, especially as a one-man show. And I think that I actually need outside help in order for this to get managed. And in terms of like the cards that are going to be written with and sent out with the Polaroids, 1 card per bulk order. It's not going to be 1 card to every Polaroid. I don't think I can do that, and I don't think I can afford to do that either, since there's none in stock. And also there's another thing where I'm actually really proud of these Polaroids. They're really good, and it actually pains me to get rid of them because they're sort of a one and done. You can't make copies of this. So what I'm trying to do is preserve them in the best way that I can. Is I'm gonna set up a station, and before I send them out, I'm gonna take a photo of every one of my Polaroids or all the best ofs, and have my own personal collection of these Polaroids. Not the actual Polaroids itself, but sort of like even a screenshot, like I'm taking a photo of a photo. I want to make that and then make maybe a giant collage or something, and then people can go, oh, I own that one and stuff. It's cool because they're unique and they're one of a kind, and when you get them, it's yours. It's 100% yours. Like, I've given up ownership of it. Boom in the shot. Boom in the shot. Boom in the shot, excuse me. After that, I think I should talk about my Twitch channel. I've been streaming a lot on my Twitch recently. Again, like I mentioned earlier, I streamed all of Final Fantasy Remake it was fucking awesome, and you guys really seemed to like my playthrough of it. Unfortunately, I can't stream my editing anymore because my laptop, as it stands, just like the OBS, can't screen record or anything. My computer's slowly dying, so I'm slowly building towards a new computer. But in the meantime, editing streams are dead. Because I'm going to be streaming a lot of Spooktober stuff, which I'm going to slowly gear up towards this October. And I've only scratched the surface of games that I played for Spooktober, so keep an eye on the Twitch, and we're going to be playing a lot of spooky games. I think, I hear a rumor that we'll be playing Control and Catherine, and may have some more Life is Strange. Lastly, I want to talk about what's happening with the channel, what's next, what's going on. Everything's going to kind of continue as normal. I'm currently out of work, which means that I can be getting way more videos out rather than usual, despite the fact that I took 4 weeks off. But now that I'm getting back and I'm slowly getting back into making videos, the next video that's going to come out immediately after this one is a Last of Us video, which I'm pooling all of my resources into because it's topical. The new game just came out. I don't play Last of Us Part 2, just a heads up. I play the original because I refused. There's a video I made earlier where I refused to play the sequel. And oh boy, I've seen the leaks and I'm glad I dodged that bullet. And in the meantime, we'll look back at the original game and see what made us fall in love with these characters and all that sort of shit, whilst memeing on it and poking fun at the sequel. After that should be a Paranormal Survivor sequel. After that, it's going to be Resident Evil Part 2, which is going to require a lot of work. It's going to be another like 30-minute chunky video, which is going to be great, but I don't want to kill myself making it, so who knows when that comes out, but it'll be the next big project I'm working on after The Last of Us. After that, I think it's going to be Spider-Man number 7. I think that I'm going to start work on the next Life is Strange video, because we still have to do that, and I still need to record the ending of that game. Also, I'm gonna have a very short video on Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's just the first hour of the game I'm gonna condense into like a short biteable video, and then I'm gonna upload the full playthrough in large chunks onto the channel, which are all going to be unlisted, and you finish the first video and then it will show you the part 2 and part 3 and etc. I'm going to do that with some games because I'm just going to play some games from start to finish, and they're never going to be really turned into any sort of comedic Mark After Dark video. Like it's never going to be like heavily edited or turned into something that's like very comedic in nature. So I'm gonna try that. I'm always trying to make new experimental shit on the channel because I mean, like, it is a Let's Play channel first and foremost, but I'm gonna get experimental. I'm gonna try shit. I'm just a monkey throwing shit at the wall, seeing what sticks. I just want to let you guys know that I love you and I appreciate you, and I'm really just glad that you've been here and taking care of me and loving me and kissing me. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me and taking the time out to listen to me fucking talk about my stupid, shitty life. And I'm back. The rat is back. Here for the year of the rat. The best year ever. Congratulations. Congratulations. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.